Hello there, my catty wumpsy cucumbers. I'm Stevie. You can call me Steve, and welcome to Penumbra Overture. There are things I need of you, things you may not understand and may not wish to do, but please do not make the same mistake I did. My father Howard deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and we all perish. I will throw that back on screen so we can read that properly later on. But welcome to Penumbra Overture, Episode 1, a survival horror game that I know literally nothing about. Nothing at all. I have no idea what this game is. I just heard of it. It sounded pretty cool, so I had to give it a try. Turn it down just a little bit. Well, where's the start? How do I start? Oh, new game. Here we go. Players who are bad at action games. My story begins in February, year 2000. I'm looking at a nickel. Or the moon.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor.
Okay.
Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time.
Huh. That's kind of crazy.
My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me.
Yeah, you tell someone not to do something,
The university
most likely they're going to do it anyway.
Renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
Greenland?
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Your past, not your papa's. Ah, some Jack Daniels. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using my left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using my right mouse. Oh, it is actually Jack Daniels. Whoa, this is so cool to look at, actually. Whoa. I love this design. This is so cool. Ooh, okay. I can like hold on to this and pull it. It makes me slower. Ooh. I am gonna turn up volume a little bit more. Oh, I can break stuff. Oh, freaking hitting my head on the lantern. Ah, Megalodon. Tomato soup. Have my bag. Round, chicken opens. Ooh, flashlight. Flashlight switches on, off the inventory tab, or hopefully with the shortcut F key. F. Oh, look at it dance. Look at it dance down there. Wobbly wibbly wobbly woo. Yeah, you're a jerk. Oh, okay, don't do that. The game did not like that. Ooh, more Jack Daniels. Hiya! Dear Mr. Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left. Oh wait, this might be like my mom or something. I've left you a little something to remember me by, just at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it, nowhere to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know? Oh, it's my wife. A fisherman's wife know of life at sea. I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need, so you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks the last time. I know I might next from that, but I do love you, you know. I washed those overalls of yours and I'm still doing this voice. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel bad knowing you've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by coming by any trout. They said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. Ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. That wasn't us. That was some fisherman's love. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. My building's fire alarm went off. I hate this apartment building. I thought that was in the game for a second, and I holy fucking freaked out. Okay, let's just get the move on before it goes off again. Can I look at this? Oh, right click. Okay. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm headed. There's still an alarm going off somewhere in the building. I can't tell where it's coming from, though. You guys don't hear it, but... Leads on deck, but I don't fancy... I have to. Oh, wasn't there something under here? He said, like, oh, I left something for you under your what? Must have been the Jack Daniels. Oh, wait. Playboy poster. It's nice some things don't change no matter how far you are from home. Route. Plucked at my valuables. Pretty sure the key's in my inventory somewhere. Once I found it, double-clicking the left mouse button should get it selected. Then I can press interact on the padlock to unlock it. Oh, weird. Okay. Ooh, glow stick. Good thing I have my torch F. No. Good thing I have my torch F at hand. Could come in handy. The torch runs out of battery. I should be able to access it through my inventory or with the shortcut key G. Ah, some extra batteries to power my flashlight. And soup. Always good to have a notebook and to jot down interesting information and reminders. P. Everything I need. I should go before it gets dark. Can I actually write notes? No, okay, no, I can't. They're game based. I was trying to write boobies. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirits first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I can no longer pee. I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. My ears have fallen off. Flashbang. So cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. I can run. My entire head went numb for a long time, but I can still hear the wind roaring past. Or is that some kind of animal in my... What in the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. Need them to break it. Need to break it. Oh wait, need something to break it. Need something. Aye. Break ice. How do I break ice? Need something to break ice with. Must break ice. Rock. Find rock. If I click and hold the interact button, left mouth, I should just about manage to pick up that rock. The cold's made me weak, but I can still throw things using the exam button when I carry something. If I use interact mode R, I could swing the stone more accurately. Hope to God it's not frozen inside as well. Use interact mode. Let's go. This is cool. I haven't played a game like this before. It's almost like what is it? What is this game called? Point and click? Or like not? There's still a fire alarm going. Is my place burning down? Am I gonna die in a minute? Oh. Someone talking? With my head. Can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Too far away. Hello, where are you? Player. Una. What does that say? Wish I can zoom in. What do you say? What? 24-hour ration pack, long past its sell by date. Oh, that's a lot of munition. What is this place? Oh, cool. I can like run into the door and it closes. This game is so cool. What the hell? This came out in 2007. Must be something in the way. I can't go through there then. Is there a secret entrance somewhere though? Like behind that bookshelf? They won't pull off my bare hands. But I can. How's that gonna work? Break it! It's a freaking... It's a steel rod! Oh wait, hammer. Let's see, I can swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling the mouse right, and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. Okay, wait, let me see. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I should be able to look around. Oh, this is kind of confusing. How do I... Oh, that's my flashlight battery. Can I break stuff? Did I break the game? Could be anything inside it. Oh. Wait, how did I do that? How did I do that? How am I doing that? Oh, I have to just go I just go crazy. I just go crazy with it. What? Oh, what? Okay, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. What? Okay, check this out. I wish I had a camera on my mouse now to show you guys what it is I'm doing. What, you hold down, and you just like whip your mouse around. Oh, this game is so cool. Oh god, this sucks. Oh, I don't like this like cave divey thingy. Can I touch them out? Although they're holding. Ooh, I wonder if. Bam. Look at that. So freaking smart. Bam. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. Never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in a workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Jot down a note just in case. Can't see my keyboard behind my camera. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defense now. Okay, good to know. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching up by pressing the left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint out to my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something right is on top of me. I remember to shut off my light sources though. Okay, so basically, no chance of fighting stuff. Like that. Don't you dare, my frickin'... My fire alarm did a beep. Did a little beep. Don't trust it. Better not go off again. Like that, I'll be virtually invisible. And soon as... Okay, so... This game is all about being stealthy. Office. What is that? Yeah. I don't even have a joke for this. What is this thing? Oh! A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still, I know this man, but before me, he is Howard. Call him father. What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. You know, I did just finish playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This made by this has to be made by the same people. Fuck, I need a key. This, just the way things are, the way things are even like modeled, the way text appears on screen is very similar to Dark Descent. 15th August 1945. Command Bunker Emergency Airship Zulu Weekly Report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipping received, standard emergency drills carried out, routine runaway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. One wounded figure has no cause for concern back in London. The Germans have extended the front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop armory. They succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them to access the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom. And I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office. And will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. Cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This base is so disconnected sometimes, I feel as if the war could end, and we might not even hear about it out there. Suppliers requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets, not necessarily in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. Rocks do also just as well. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. Nor for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a look closer at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have been working parts inside it. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emits from it. Chief NCO M. Major. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about this right here. We never get used to that. Which reading? Okay. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th August, 1930. Lycotropic deposit to the bomb of death mine. Okay. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally thrown into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's natural higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigations, experts diagnosed in many of the minor symptoms in common with the earlier stage of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypotheses that natural deposits of lysergic acid, pH 4 formula, recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducted to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Invit spirits known as the live in the mountains. The university is waiting the result of chemical testing. Studies continue. Alright. So some weird stuff is going on in the mines. Possibly strange creatures. Ooh, batteries. Battery, that was clearly multiple. That was like 3 batteries. What are you talking about? Oh, I guess it might take more than 1 battery. Which has replaced type in the words and left to decompose. Type dates back even further in the war. Soap? Maybe drugs? Beef jerky. Is that how I heal? Probably how I heal. Ooh, more beef jerky. I'm a vegetarian. Ooh, pills. Painkillers. Ah, more healing items. Rotten wooden shelves. How do we open this? Right now it's locked. Okay. Alright, well, don't look if there's anything else I can do in here. Sure, British platoon. World War II. To the workshop. No, just in case. Ah, here we go. On a locked door in the middle of the mine. Oh. So there's the office. We're up over. We're here where that red little circle is. So the only place we can go, since that's locked, is to the storage area. I might as well look around a little bit. So should I be breaking these open? Oh, why can't I always... Oh, wait, there we go. Wonder how worth it that is. Like these, could I break these open? Don't think so. Okay. Storage room. Enter. What? Ooh. Empty lighter. Oh wait. Lighter plus fuel equals fire. When you find bugs equals sad face. Are there bugs? Oh, paint cans. Oh wait, maybe does he say something if I look at this? Watch withering spiders. Did I just hear a... You're skittering. I hear quite a lot of skittering. You can hear chattering. Ooh, another one of those. Painkillers, battery. Oh, artifact. What happened? Had more control over what? Why would I be given rocks? Hey. No, I can't. Okay. Also kind of... Yeah, no, we can't get in there. With more control. Maybe I need to... Again? Nope. I never used to that. Alright, well, there's nothing much I can do in here. To find... Do I have any oil? I saw something there. Need to hide. I'm hiding. I am hiding. What is it? What is down here? Ooh, thought. Jesus, I've never been more scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing. If anything gets within more than a few feet of my high spot, I better not stare it out. Only my field of vision might panic me, and then I'm a goner. Well, we're gonna figure out what that is next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Stevie, Becoming Steve, and I hope to see you in whatever I do next. So, bye-bye.